I need it, chop, Miyagi Vice. You should get to know me. I cut you in and cut you out. We can play Shinobi. They say it's a recession that we living in. That's what they say. So I don't play about my dividends.
Man, yeah, here, man, what's going on? It's your boy Big Miyagi Vice. Look, man, a lot of newness is going on. You dig? You see the bar certified tees. You dig? Gonna be available soon. Understand me? But that's neither here nor there. But look, man, see the title of the video. We all seen what happened. It was I'm calling it the smack heard and seen across the world. Today I got a special guest. You know what I'm saying? My sister, my baby sis, you know, Nia, aka Nia, not Nia Long. You know, she do her own thing. You understand what I'm saying? Man, where's sister? Where you at?
What's up, bro? What's up? My name is Nia, not Nia Long. I'm here to chop it up with you, big bro.
All right. Y'all know what time it is now. I had to wait a day or two, you know. Me and my sister been chopping it up. You know, I've been paying attention because I wanted to come back and be fair. I wanted to take a holistic approach to it. I had to look at it from all angles, man. And you know, I don't know. You know, ladies first. You go and tell me what was it that you saw? What triggered that reaction from my brother Will Smith?
Listen. Initially, like everybody else, you know, I was surprised. I was stunned. We ain't seen that type of action from Will Smith. You know, I grew up on him.
Right.
Part of my generation. I was shocked. Okay,
man.
I ain't gonna lie. But upon analyzing it, man, I'm torn. You know what I'm saying? I can see it both ways. You know, I can understand it both ways, man. People been going hard at Will Smith and his wife and his family for quite some time. You know, so maybe the brother just couldn't take it. But on the other hand, Chris Rock, you coming at him? I don't know, man. It just seemed a little opportunistic to me.
Yeah, you know, I think you hit on the nose when we was talking earlier. Mm-hmm. I am seeing it starting to shift where more people are against what Will did. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, we get it. You frustrated. You've been, it's been a lot over the years, and we'll get into that. And basically, unfortunately, Chris Rock ended up being a target. Ultimately, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it up and down social media. You know, a lot of women cheering, hey, we glad that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Right.
Other people feeling like, oh, if it was a comedian, if it was a white comedian, would you have done that? You know, your husband, would you got escorted up at the facilities?
That
you
part.
did?
That part.
So it's, yeah, I mean, a lot of
listen, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way in hell if that would have been what's the white comedian name? What's the example I used earlier? Whoever.
Will Ferrell, somebody.
Will Ferrell. I just feel like, the brother was on some opportunistic shit. Maybe he knows some inside shit we don't know about Chris Brown. Oh, this nigga a sucker. Oh, he did. Because many people have made jokes and talk shit, and I think the nigga anger was misdirected. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that it was a build up, and maybe Chris Rock just happened to get the brunt of it. But at the end of the day, though, I just it just feels strategic to me. If it could have been anybody else, he wouldn't have did that shit. Would he have did that shit to Anthony? What's his name? The comedian. Would he have did that shit?
Anthony Anderson?
No,
Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. If it had been him, would you have did that shit to D.L. Hughley? I think he strategically, he may have had a moment of
he knew.
lapse.
In other words, he knew who to hit. Basically,
Period. That part.
You know, damn, man. You know, I mean, you know, like I said, we talked it up earlier, man. You know,
Yeah.
he human. The brother's human. You did. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we only human. Like the old school joint. You did. But you know what? I pay attention to detail, right? And so, you know, I'm looking at some of the comments, and they bringing up, you know, Sister Jada, like she sees the demon, she sees the puppet master. This, because you saw it like I saw it. You know what I'm saying? Will, you know what I'm saying? He
was laughing.
He chuckled
He was
at
laughing.
the joke too, right? But she rolled her eyes, and for that split second, the camera like shifted, and this man was like walking up, like that Will Smith walk, and smooth. You couldn't this shit
on some creepy shit. On some creepy shit.
I could see why people thought it was fake, because he didn't literally. He damn near had to say for this son.
I thought that shit was fake too. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought the George Jefferson walk. And smooth back and walked on back. Like, for real, go look at it, man. I know YouTube got
you go out and watch that shit 100 times, man.
Man, oh my God, man. Again, if I was football certified ENT, you did. I got something special coming for the young producers and artists out there. You understand me? So stay tuned. Stay tuned. But you know, man, back to the lesson at hand. Like this here. I can't.
Okay, bro.
Go ahead.
So what do we take from this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, who you riding with? Do you feel more in the bag with Chris Rock? You know, because for real, he handled that shit like a G. You know, like, what man do you know is gonna let another man smack him, Oscars or not, and remain professional? So, you know, I gotta give it to Chris for that. But what position do you take? You know, like, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely. I can't nobody. You know, right. So we still want to get sponsors and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that, but we look, man, what's already understood ain't got to be spoken. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's all we gonna say about that. But no, man, that the images that keep sticking out to me, and you looking up in the Oscars, man, all that greatness. I mean, the images I keep seeing with Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry, you know what I'm saying? Like all this richness, like who was it? Lupita, she was behind him. Like all this beautiful blackness, man, and it's like
real talk.
It's like now, like he really did tarnish. Like this is the bigger picture, like dude. But I do feel like it's not just one or two things. It's a lot of shit bottled up in that smack. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of, for like that man had tears in his eyes too, even when he was talking with Denzel. Like you could tell he was like damn near like relieved after that. Like he felt, you could tell he felt sorry, you know.
But to bring it back to what you said, but to bring it back, and that's a good point you made, to bring it back to what you said earlier about, especially, you know, black men, as we know culturally, don't really have a lot of men, you know, that they can reach out to or that they can necessarily get that type of comfort from. And as you know, his father was abusive to his mother, allegedly, or so they say. And he probably did need that. You know what I'm saying? Like that probably was significant for him, and the fact that they rallied around him is commendable. You know, but like who said that today? Ricky Smiley said, was anybody checking on Chris Brown? That's what I want to know.
I mean, Chris Rock says you keep talking about Chris Brown. Chris Rock.
I mean, Chris Rock. Yeah, my bad.
You get the right mode.
Yeah.
No, but you right, man. And that's real. It's been overwhelmingly Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? And Chris is a G, man. He, first of all, that's that's a real man. Like it takes a stronger individual.
Correct.
Like we could talk, shit all day about tough and what we do and all this, but it take a stronger individual to sit there and take that and not respond. Like reciprocate that same energy, like for real. Man, how do you move past it though? Like, but
I don't know if you ever really move past it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for their careers and just the way they are in the limelight and then out in the world. But I don't think you ever really move past it. Like, we're not just talking about the United States. That was seen across the world. People watch the Oscars all over. You know what I'm saying? So I think that does something to somebody's psyche, man. I don't care what nobody say. He might be able to move forward and he might be able to, accept his apology in the public eye. But I think internally, like, I don't know, man. I just don't think that that's something I personally, that would be one of the fondest memories of my life and not in a positive way. Mm. So,
I'm letting bro and them know up in Washington we live too. But that's real, man. And like, me, like we touched on it from so many different angles earlier, man. Like even I went back as far as just this brother's childhood. Like, it ain't no secret, he put it out there. His pops, was had an anger issue. You know what I'm saying? I think Will is so known for being a nice guy, like the pushover. He's always been known as the soft rapper, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. You're getting all this for like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that came in, a little Eminem that came in Will, man. You know what I'm saying? Over the years. Then you've been living in Tupac's shadow.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then you got the more recent, is it August Alsina, whatever situation.
Yeah.
You done kind of humiliated the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the business been put out there. Man, and taking time up that one picture, that one photo. I know what I'm talking about when Will was sitting in that chair, like,
he was about to cry.
They said it looked like he was gonna cry, like, but bro, looked like a ticking time bomb right there, like for real, you know. Like, you can just see it, man. And it's like, how much can a brother take? You know what I'm saying?
And bro, like, that's
he
why you
take kindness for weakness, and it's like, man, hey, shit can happen.
And that's the perspective I'm coming from, like, where you kind of feel them though, like. Anybody, he really lasted longer than the average Joe. Because you keep going in on folks like that, talking about their family, making them the butt
West
of the
Philadelphia, born and bred.
Listen, man. Hey.
No, that was playing in my head, so man, this fool. Because Philly always been one of them cities, so that's what's crazy. We in the Midwest, so you always relate to West Coast of the Midwest. But no, Philly has been always been one of them cities. See, Will was always the nice version guy and that shit, but no, Philly is gritty.
Everybody got their breaking point.
He can get real. You know
Pressure bust pipes, and that fool is under pressure. Okay,
man. Look, it's a couple of conspiracies just kind of swarming around, because remember. Him and Jada had the whole Oscar so white shit, wasn't that a few years back or something?
Oh, and that's what he referenced. That's what Chris Rock referenced too back in 2016. So, that's what they keep talking about.
I was watching Lunel and Chris, who was it? No, Michael Blackson was talking about. But he said, I don't think it was about the joke at all. I don't think it was about her hair loss.
No,
he said it was something. He said he admitted. They come in years ago, something about how Jada Like, what's she talking for? Ain't nobody. He said,
They ain't even
what's she talking
checking
for?
for
Ain't
her.
nobody checking for her
Even
anyway.
invited.
Yeah, you ain't relevant.
You wasn't even invited.
So yeah, so then you got that element to it. See, I didn't even know. I didn't realize all that happened. So really, Chris, he probably want to smack Chris for a while now. No, think about that shit. And, man, he probably didn't want to smack bro for a while.
Yeah, facts.
And speaking of, and hold on, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith got a habit of smacking folks, man. Like, y'all need to understand, y'all need to realize, go Google Will Smith smacked, he smacked that reporter. The reporter kissed him on his cheek, man, and he straight up, you know what I'm saying? It was more like a quick backhand. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought, so, you know, it was the first glimpse. I'm like, dude, hold on, dude, this fool, his backhand is cat bad.
Quick.
So he will slap him, yeah. He'll do that. But that right there, though, man, he took that shit. That was from hell. And Chris just was like, man, whoa, Will Smith just in his in Chris Rock fashion, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. That's what he said, the greatest moment wow.
In television history. He wasn't playing.
Like you said, he didn't break he didn't break stride. He handled it like a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He handled it like a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man. That's
so,
you know.
So
go ahead.
So how do you move from, you know, because we know that the one of the first black producers to produce the Oscars?
Is Will Packer, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So do you think that changes the tone or makes the situation worse? You know, given all the monumental things that was going on for black folks at the Oscars after Oscars So White and all COVID and you know what I'm saying? Like, did it come full circle? And did that was our moment and he sabotaged it or what?
No, that's another angle. You know what I'm saying? And like the way it's shaping up, like I said, people are really seeing it like, okay, Captain.
Right.
Like, you really had a problem with that. When you told me, you could have just said, like Ricky Smiley said, you know, keep my wife's name out your, you know what I'm saying, mouth. And really could have left it at that. Like, boom. You know what I'm saying? But to, you know, you went up there and stole off that man like that, man. You know, but people said Jada, man, she looked at that, she might have looked at him like, look, man, if you don't, and he felt like he had to stick his chest out. You had to stick, poke. And see, people don't listen, man. Hold on, man. See, this about the conversation about to take a turn. See, this is how females be get folk killed, man.
Okay.
Folk die every day, baby. No, for real. No, think about that, man. She sent him off.
In a
she
lot of
sent him off,
it happens.
Man.
Yes, it happens. We see it daily.
Yeah, she could have sent that man off, man. But see, he know who to smack. You see,
and that's that point.
That'd have been a Rock up there. You see, Mike Tyson up there.
When he had ran up on
what would have happened?
I doubt it.
It would have been trouble.
Trouble. You know you didn't. No, don't you? Yeah, man. I don't know. I got my reservations about. That's why I say it was strategic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may have been a lapse in judgment at the time. Very well could have been. But people know who to pull certain things with and who not to. That's just what it is. You know, and I think somewhere along the line it was knowledge, whether we knew it or not, that I don't know. I just think if it was somebody else, a different circumstance, he would not have reacted like that. Whether he seen Jada's face or not. You've been seeing her face. You know what I'm saying? You know she been, I don't know, but it's been difficulties. You know? I just think it was misdirected, is what I think.
I mean, You right. That's what we that's what we said, man.
That's what we said.
You know, me from a couple of little folks out there. Um, you know, man, it's so much, man. What do you do? I mean, at the end of the day, this is married folk. You know what I'm saying? Married folk business, right? But again, you know, y'all are entertainers. Y'all are in the spotlight. So of course, you know, the people gonna chime in, right? The folks gonna chime in. You know, but again, you know, on whatever platform I'm on, it's like, you know, okay, what's the solution now? What next? You know, what happened? You know what I'm saying? He had a human situation. You know, where do we go from here, though? You did? Because, I mean, these guys, you know, they're not new to each other. You know, you go through and see the pictures, they get photos with each other. And, you know what I'm saying? I think it's some history there.
Yeah.
That the other little comment as far as her not getting no roles, like, I still kind of don't know
what that's about.
The depths to it, but you know what I'm saying? I just think it's just layers to it, man.
I think so too. I think you'd be right to think that. You know, it'd be a fool for us to think that over all their course of their career that this is the only interaction that maybe something was said wrong. And I don't even think 2016 was the first thing that Chris Rock may have spoke out of line about. Excuse me. So who knows? They in the industry.
See, bro. Bro, talk about I would have slapped the shit out of him too, bro. Bro, seriously.
Oh, that's
you
what
know,
somebody
bro, Greg King Benji, man. Shout out to our sons towing, you know. Doing a thing.
Let's go.
I don't know, I just shouted him out. It is, you know. Like own businesses, that's what we do. But yeah, people, man, chime in, man. I'm here, man. You know, with little sister. You dig, aka Nia, not Nia alone.
Nia, not Nia alone.
You understand me? It's a family affair. You understand what I'm saying? Don't hesitate to say we live, man. Hop in. It's just for dialogue. That's all. Just dialogue, conversation. You know, and you know, we got the male, we got the female perspective. I mean, sis, how do you feel? I mean, you feel like, hey, as a woman, and then your man does that. Do you feel like, okay, he did what he's supposed to do, or you know what I'm saying? You know, I know you've been kind of, you know, put yourself in the shoes now.
I will put myself in the shoes. And as a real woman, I'm going to let you know it's a time and a place for everything. So if that was a big moment, that's a big moment. You know, for a lot of different reasons. For Will Smith, for the family, whatever the case may be. That would not have been the action that I would have wanted my husband to take. Now, if somebody running up on me or putting their hands on me, or I'm, you know, I expect you to react like that. But baby, that wasn't the time or the place. But you know what I'm gonna do? What Jada did too. I ain't gonna scold my man because he did it. But when we get in private quarters, I'm gonna be like, you know, you didn't. No, baby, come on now, because now we got to do media control. We got to do, you know, it's gonna cost us too much. So no, I wouldn't want my man to react like that. I don't think I don't think the punishment fit the crime. You know, I'd have been more intrigued and more happy about the course he took if he'd have pulled that brother to the side. Yep, ha. But hey, brother, please don't speak on my wife. You know what I'm saying? Don't ruin what you worked so hard for. Because now all the focus is off all the good stuff that it was bringing. Now it's just this. No, I wouldn't have wanted that. Not at that time. That wasn't for that. You know?
Let the bro know I can let him in. But see, that's the thing, though. That was an emotions overhead decision, like clearly. Like, man, you could tell, bro, it's something deeper going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you could just see it, and you know, Will, you could just tell he's one of them dudes. You know, he kind of wears his emotions on his sleeve, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, man. You could just tell it was just all that pent up, that rage. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I believe that too. You can only take so much, like you said earlier. He's human. He's a human. So that's like you and I. Somebody can only dig on us so much before we respond. But I don't necessarily think his reaction was the right reaction at the time. That's why from the beginning I said, you know, I'm torn. I don't know. I can understand, but at the same time, it's like, not right now. It just wasn't the time for that, you know?
I hear what you're saying. The timing.
Yeah. And the fact that Chris Rock didn't respond, that brother looked way more dignified. So I wonder, does he lose fans behind him?
It's like,
do they, you know,
I've been
take
saying
the Oscar?
Different memes, like, you know, like they say Chris he barely budged. Like, Will,
no.
Hard. He was just like, he still had his hands in his pockets. Like, wow, he smacked me.
Yep.
Like, damn.
Great character. That made me, first I was like, what the hell? Ain't no man gonna smack another man and not. But when you process it and really think about it, like, if Chris Rock would have retaliated probably the way he may have wanted to, he would have messed up. Now he looks like the good guy, even though he said some shit that may have been distasteful. But everybody didn't know that Jada was suffering from alopecia. I didn't know until it came out. I didn't even know about the 2016 comments, you know, because I'm not living there in the past. But the punishment didn't fit the crime. Either way, you could have hollered at that man, and y'all could have probably came to an amicable understanding. You didn't have to take it to that extreme. So I don't know. I understand.
And that's what bro, man. That's what Ricky Smiley said, man. That's what you know, he was, you know what I would have done. You know, I would have I would have found a way, you know, the daughters come off backstage. I would have went backstage, you know, met the brother backstage, man. And if I had a problem with him, you know, I would have, you know, posted him in there, said, what was that you said about my, you know, about my wife? Whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But not out in front like that, you know. What do you say? In front of
it wasn't
company.
Yeah.
In front of company. Yeah, no.
Yeah. It wasn't for that. It wasn't for that. But
it's hey,
I'm not gonna stop watching Will Smith movies because he smacked his ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stopping. I'm still a fan.
Cancel, bro.
Of both of them. Shit, stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? But it just was the wrong place, wrong time, and hopefully it can be some reconciliation. I see they both apologized. You know, so hopefully,
I just, you know, I wanted to see it live though. I wanted to see it live. I wanted to see him, you know.
I can respect that.
You know, right there would have been doper. You know, hey, I'm sorry, Chris, man. Whoa, right there. So, you know, because now, because you got up there right away and said you feel like you kind of tarnished King James's, or you know what I'm talking about, the Williams sisters.
Yeah, the father. But you
Richard,
see how he
his legacy.
You see how he tried to flip it, bro. Well, he was like, "Oh, now I look like the crazy father, the crazy." Hey, man. He was doing his shit with a purpose. Excuse my language. He was doing his with a purpose. What just happened with you? That's apples and oranges, my dude. You know?
But see, right there, you should take the opportunity to go ahead and apologize to Chris, unless he was just really. I feel like he just. That's what I mean. Let's go back to what I said. I think he been wanting to slap bro for a minute now.
Yep.
He didn't want to put balls on the dude, man. And because comedians, I know they feel like they got carte blanche because in their industry, you ain't supposed to be able to censor them because that goes against what they do, right? But as we just saw, and I think I told you before, go ahead and Google, man. It's so many comedians that been attacked from people in the crowd, man. Hey, it might not happen all the time, but it can happen, man. People die every day. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't know if the heckler had gotten a hold of the mic stand or was it the comedian? It was one, but he was chasing dude around with the damn his heavy ass metal at the end, man. Yeah.
Who was this?
Something he said. It's on YouTube, man. I saw this shit like years ago. But had me rolling.
What?
I swear, man. Look. So yeah, you gotta forgive. Folks is human, man.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. So people have to be able to. You can't not see it two other ways. To know that Will Smith been through some stuff and know that him and Jada and his family and everybody been exposed, all they dirty laundry. True enough, they put it out there. Red table talk, this, that, and the third. But it does not escape from the fact that they are human. And pressure busts pipes. It's only so much people can take. So everybody should really be able to see it both ways. Unless you just been deliberately blind. What Will Smith wasn't right, what he did wasn't right. But at the same time, we also understand that, for one, Chris Rock been kind of coming at them for years. Maybe it's some build-up tension behind the scenes. We don't know. Maybe it's some underlying stuff. Who knows? But, you got to be able to see it in more than one way. You can't have tunnel vision. It's two sides to every story. Right. So we got to be able to, So that's where I'm at.
And that's what I was saying. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. That's why I said kind of, holistic. We got to look at it from all angles, right? Man.
It's crazy.
Again, it took away from some monumental moments, man. Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
I was more disturbed by the fact that it took 30 years, 30 plus years, but it say he grossed in Hollywood $27 billion in pay-per-view.
Wow.
Been in 150 films. That shit sounds like a lot to me.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Our actors got to do, once again, another display of we have to be just this astronomical of a, you see what I'm saying? The exception to get these awards, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. I've been thought Sam Jackson had an Oscar. That shit, you could have told me no different. Wasn't he just his first Oscar? You kidding me?
Years.
That's crazy.
Which, when you look at it, makes what happened even more kind of crazy, even more kind of messed up. Because I didn't even know Samuel L. Jackson got an Oscar. You see what I'm saying? That's the sad part of it.
Hold on, Will
Not
Smith
only,
got an Oscar too.
Who did?
Will Smith. Look,
yeah. No, but
I'm just saying though. But it's an afterthought though. That's the thing though. It's an afterthought. That should be the damn headline, not that he didn't slap 5 from Chris Rock. That fool, man. That's why you see them sparks in that background, man. He smacked 5 from him.
I see it. Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, visuals.
Yeah.
But
I
man,
know,
listen,
bro. It's
you
crazy.
know. But see, the thing about it is, people, oh, why are we talking about this? And if anything, that's what it shows us. They human.
Period.
They human.
Period.
Listen, everybody, we all human. You understand?
That's like cousin and
You
them.
got, you know, if he worth 400 million and he worth 100 million, just go to show you ain't nobody immune. Like Martin Lawrence said, to the trials and tribulations of life.
Period. Yeah.
You understand? Now,
Yeah.
there's a big lesson with this too. Leave.
Oh shit.
People.
Oh shoot.
Sounds good. You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? No, it's like, dude, don't take kindness for weak.
For weakness. Yeah.
You understand?
But that's what I said too. Everybody's gonna pay a little bit more close attention to how they handle that man. You know?
Or just
It
people
was
in general. So it's like, that's what I was getting to. You did.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because oftentimes it's be the folks that you think is, not threatening and, oh, he's the nice guy. He smiles a lot.
Yeah.
Like folks actually, I remember I had a fight, like one of my fights, right? I don't know if it was one of my Muay Thai fights or something, but dude thought that because I was smiling, like he saw me smiling, like that was.
So he thought it was
like,
sweet.
like, okay, yeah, this dude, he looks like a nice guy. Like, I'm like, dude, like we do this shit. We train to you know what I'm saying, to finish just like you. But no, it's like that's the thing, man. Folks get to messing with folks, man, and again, not realizing what they going through,
Right.
what they done been through. Yeah. And wind up on goddamn it on the front page. You understand what I'm saying?
Why I can't see
Like
the
it's just
comment?
real. Hold on. So she's talking about why I can't. No, I know, bro. Look, bro. Away in my inbox. I'm like, bro, comment on the thread on there. You know what I'm saying? He a fool.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
But yeah.
You know, but not just for whoever don't want to jump on. But again, just kind of free flowing with y'all. You did, back on the Grind That podcast, boss certified entertainment, man. Once again, we wanted to go live for this one too, man. I know that it's been a couple of days, and with that algorithm, you gotta be on it. But again, I'm kind of glad I waited because I can, really, because initially when I first posted, I'm like, man, he just smacked 5 women, man. He talking about that, man. But then I'm like, you know what? Nah, now. Charlamagne, he said, nah, son, that ain't it, son. Like, when you look at all of this, like, nah, bro.
Analyze it and be like, okay, that's what Will ass should have did. He should have slept on it. Don't make no hasty decisions off emotions,
But this is my folks. It's like Jada is a man.
Oh,
for years,
I'm a master manipulator.
For years, you can see. And Jada's the one that pulled us. Like, you could just see that that's what she is. She's an alpha female. You know what I'm saying? Very strong personality, man. And you could just see it. And hell, I'm sure that has something to do with it too, man. Just having that on your back all the damn time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, like, then the Tupac shit, man. You question this manhood one too many times, dog. And I don't even want to talk about the whole other piece, that's supposed to be in the book. We talking about the intimacy piece of it, man.
It probably need to be.
Well, yeah, man. Listen, I don't know if it's true or not. But just it's a problem though. If you doing intimacy and you start and you gag, say when you gag it's from intimacy, like, and this is something where you talked about it in your book, and then you got Jalen pretty much was just saying, hey, it's a problem, and then you get the August. I don't see the stuff going on. Young bull coming through,
Right.
Young bull coming through, doing what he doing, you know what I'm saying? That's on full front, like.
The
I see
little
the picture with him with his arm around Jalen. He really cuffing, like, whole hand around him,
like that was his woman.
Right. Come on, man. Humiliation, like, from all angles. Eminem and them calling you a punk. Yeah, everybody calling you a punk. Shit.
Ouch.
Man, listen.
So that's why try them. Why you trying Chris Rock? Try him. Try him.
Right.
Why are you coming at that man?
Yeah.
For a joke? No, it's really folks that have insulted your wife.
Right.
Disrespected her. That was a G.I. Jane joke. I'm sorry. I really didn't find it offensive. I just think he used it as a reason to do
it. Yeah, but the joke wasn't even,
no,
a cool joke.
It wasn't malicious.
At all. It wasn't even that at all.
No. So it's crazy, man. Like, folks be picking their battles. They know who to come for.
Mm-hmm.
They know who to come for. It's crazy.
He said they can pick their battle. I wonder what the Oscars gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They gonna snatch, they gonna snatch the award back from the brother. I mean,
right.
If we do nothing, I mean, what does that show? But
I think the Oscars got to tread lightly because their ass is already on thin ice. Excuse my language. But it's been Oscar so white, and it's been this, and it's been that. So I don't think they want to do anything drastic. And I think that it's other people outside of Will Smith, although what he did was disturbing and wrong. Right. But I think it's other people that have Oscars that have done a lot worse that just happen to be, not of his ethnicity. So I think if it's going to be the same, if that's going to be that for him, it needs to be the same across the board. I don't think you can move without people feeling some type of way in that sense. No, he keeps the Oscar. We didn't know. Will he ever get one again? That's to be determined. You showed your butt. You showed your your ASS. You showed it. So I mean, you gotta accept whatever consequences. Do I think there should be consequences? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think that it should just be do away with it. Oh, this Will Smith. No, you assaulted somebody, and you gotta, if our kids run up and hit somebody, what's gonna happen? There's gonna be a consequence to that action. Same thing, whether he was acting off impulse, emotion, whatever the case may be, you can't do that. And even more so with him because he's in the limelight. And I'm sorry, but that's the life you chose. That's what you're doing. So you gotta live up to it. You gotta play the part, and not just when it's convenient for you.
That's real, man. You heard Miss Nia holler at him. You did. Actual factuals. You got that understand me. You did. We really want to get regular here, y'all, with the podcast, with the Grind Dad podcast, man. Mainly on Fridays. I know this. We came in a little bit earlier. We may actually do another episode on Fridays too. But again, it's been a while since I posted, so I wanted to get back on. You have to understand me, because we definitely listen. The channel done hit. We definitely done hit well over 1,000 of subscribers now, y'all. So yeah. We multiple channels now. You understand me? So we definitely gonna start flooding y'all with more content. You dig? So we appreciate y'all. Those of you.
Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for having me.
And so since we got a little, a little over a minute left. I mean, that was you pretty much summed it up right there, though. But you know what I'm saying? I was trying to think, like, man, wasn't another perspective to this, though, or do you think it's really just as simple as the things that we kind of talked about so far?
I really think that, you know, we summed it up. We came from every angle, you know. Chris's angle, Will's angle, Jada's angle, because you feel some type of way. You like, shit, something in the milk ain't clean about that. you ain't feeling that. The puppet master, okay?
I think it's a lot.
Yeah, but no, I think we summed it up perfectly, man. It is what it is. Folks gonna decide what they gonna decide. And that's it. It's subjective. However you feel, whether you want to believe the brother had build up, some type of mental illness going on. You want to believe that Jada Pinkett was the puppet master. You know, I think all of that is a factor.
Ain't that crazy? We heard it all.
Yeah.
Like that's how the head of that work. Like we've seen it all, like all perspectives. Like they throw it out there, like damn. Oh. That's why for me, I think it's a gumbo. You know, it's all of it, man. It's all of it. Just as a man in general, a black man now here, man. You know, obviously, you know, our problems ain't they got, you know, they rich folk, you know, they do their thing. Yeah. But it just goes to show you, you know, new levels, new devils too, man. Ooh. It don't matter, man. It's always gonna be something. But it still comes back to how we navigate these things. You see what I'm saying? It's just always a teachable and then a learning moment in this. Even on Chris's side of things, like, man, you know, when we send our kids off to school and you know, the hood, we thought, hey, somebody hit you, you hit their ass back.
Yeah.
You know, but in life, when we hit them back, you going to jail too. You might, you know what I'm saying?
If you see two fools arguing from a distance, you don't know who the clown and who ain't.
See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I gotta take my hat off to Chris Rock.
Yes, sir.
For just being you know, again, just being a man about it. Yeah, people say Will was a man, how he handled it. He was standing up for his woman, but you know, Chris Rock was the man and showing our youngest that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, it's sometimes you take the higher road. You know what I'm saying? Both men are still alive. You know, because in the hood, in the streets, hey, that'll get you, hey, you know what I'm saying? That might get you missing. Like, for real, you know?
Oh, man, it's a lot of people I think felt like that, you know? Like, I myself, I don't know what I would have done, because let me tell you something. You ain't gonna put your hands on me like that. But you know, that brother he at the Oscars. This ain't his first rodeo. And maybe he even has some insight, like, you know, for him, he said, man, this is a G.I. Jane joke. So I think he had the thought capacity to know that it was not to the extent of the punishment didn't fit the crime. That's it. He knew it at that moment. But it's commendable that he had the wherewithal to continue the showmanship, the dignity, the composure, because he's a better man and a better human than a lot of people, because ain't no way on God's green earth. You hear me?
Already, man. Already. Well, look, y'all done heard it. You dig? You know, we just wanted to stop by real quick. You know, I gotta thank sis, man. Nia.
Love
you know, bro. Not Nia long.
You heard?
Love you too. You dig? She be making the, you know, regular appearances now. You know, see, it wasn't too bad, was it, sis?
It feels natural. Like, you know, I'll listen to the playback. Then that's gonna tell me for sure.
And you know what I'm saying? So for me, I just give folks the opportunity, man, and to really hop in. Sometimes I'll be spontaneous with it.
Right.
But like I said, we're trying to get more scheduled with having the Grind Man podcast be on the Fridays. You know, I'm gonna start testing it out at Fridays at 7 o'clock, y'all. So definitely tune in to the channel. More so the YouTube channel. Both keep your eyes on both the Facebook page, the Boss Certified Entertainment page, as well as the YouTube channel. Because a lot of I like to edit and stuff like that too. So I would rather kind of chop it up and record it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We'll pre-record stuff. I don't always go live, but yeah, make sure you subscribe. We definitely gonna have some more content coming through. Like I said, we got the merch coming through. Come on, man.
I'm certified.
Yeah. You already know what it is. You did. That's for the haters. You understand me? I've been seeing a lot of folks, and I'm gonna touch on this real quick. Because all you cats are just now popping up with podcasts. You dig in Minnesota. In the Twin Cities area, I'll say that. Like, y'all just touching down. You just touching down. You dig? It ain't no competing or competition going on in everybody just now getting started. Because truth be told, you can go back and we got the receipts. Go check out the channel, man. I'm 2 years in on this. We on Spotify, all the platforms and all that. You did video and audio. Been doing that, right? So my thing is this, bro. I love seeing my people engage in content and doing anything with the podcast, but I can't help but to notice it's like an instant competition thing with us. You know what I'm saying? It's as if we all can't thrive within this and be successful and get this money together. It's an instant we're against one. You know what I'm saying? It's a subtle, but it's a noticeable thing with us, man. That's where the whole sea crabs in the barrel come from. You did. So it's like, man, first of all, get off that. Get to your 10th episode before you get to talking about anything. Number one, and dig this. See, I don't care how much if your production costs you, what is running you. The question is, what that return on an investment looking like? Goddamn.
That's
right. If you're spending $1 million and you ain't getting back $100K a month, man. What we doing? I'm just saying though. You don't care about what you're spending. What's your content looking like? Are you consistent? Are you coming with that heat? You did. And just keep doing your thing, man. See me, bro. I can't listen, bro. I don't compete with nobody but myself. You did. I try to outdo me from year to year. I ain't gotta compete with who? Why? You know what I'm saying? For what? When I can create my own lane.
That's right.
Real shit. Like, that's the thing, man. But with our people, we always got to. It's a natural thing to go and hate on somebody, bro. Like, what is you? Oh. And everything ain't for everybody. So my thing is, who rock with me, and if you don't, you don't. I'm perfectly fine with that.
And that's okay.
That's me. So yeah, quit paying attention to what everybody else is doing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Handle your business. You did. Keep you some episodes in the queue. You understand me? And diversify your content. Monetize your content.
That's right.
You didn't come talk to somebody, man. All you talk this real is rare. So you man, don't get me started, man.
And these is jewels you dropping for free.
Well,
folks
man,
pay for this.
I got time, man. I got time. Y'all could come holler at Big Miyagi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you understand me. But once again, man, love, appreciate your sis, man. We gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Love you too, man. Deuces. Win yourself.
I need it, chop, Miyagi Vice. You should get to know me. I know you when to cut you out. We can play Shinobi. They say it's a recession that we live in.